Hello everyone, welcome on to my guide on the Rod of Warren. I'm quite excited about this one because this one, it's really interesting because you get a lot of enemies at once that you have to kill and you cannot kill them off one by one. And it's really fun. It requires a little bit of thinking. It's not obvious the choice you want to take, and there are multiple strategies. I'm just picking one of them. And it just makes me happy. Okay, first thing you're gonna want to do is you want to run around this place until you find a set of multiple enemies. And then you're gonna run to them, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, and one more thing I gotta show you in the meantime. I got an artifact in the scraplands. And it was the last artifact I needed, and it was amazing because finally I got the artifact I needed and I was able to do something amazing. I took and this is gonna help you in the game so much. Like, you really gotta do it. And that's getting the Ranger. Insane. Increases weapon damage by 1 for every single weapon. Which means if all of your sound weapons currently did 6 damage, you could kill an enemy with up to 18 HP silently. This is going to increase all of them to 7, so we can kill enemies with up to 21 HP silently. Insane. So for this you need 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 artifacts, which is what I found after I got to... Sorry, let me exit back to R. Okay. I have gotten through these all areas, so all of the basic areas I've gotten up to the metal fields, and then I've done the scraplands. I haven't done the Castle of Lights or the Catlands. There might have been some more, and I haven't done this area on top of the Sea Titans either. There might have been more artifacts so far, I don't know. But if you can get to here, this is such a good upgrade, so you definitely want to go for that, and it's going to make a lot of stuff later on easier. So yeah, I really recommend it. Okay, let's continue in our area. Now there's a hunter up here that is moving back and forth, and that's the reason why I'm placing all my people right here on the bottom of the stairs, because you want to make sure that they will be able to get up there. Sometimes they aren't, so just like, for example, Borman, sometimes when I do this, he's unable to go up there. So you gotta make sure that if he can, then you're gonna want to use the Skull Splitter and the Twitch Shot with Skull Splitter on Dux and Twitch Shot with Selma, and it will be enough to kill the hunter. But it's better if you can get Borman up there. So I just want to see if he's capable of getting there. See, he isn't capable because he would need to sprint, and we don't want to do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Skull Splitter and use it on the hunter. Nice, and we got a critical hit because we got a Skull Splitter. So next up we're going to use Selma, and she actually needs to get the Twitch Shot, otherwise the hunter's going to hurt us and we're in trouble. But it's okay. Go get her. Have faith in her. Nice, she killed him off. Perfect, now we can see we have a Pyro Shaman and a Hunter, and they're all within range of each other, and that's the exciting fight. But before you do that, you gotta make sure that we kill all the other enemies, because we're gonna need some loud weapons. Next up, what you want to think about is that what kind of people do you need for the big fight, because you need their abilities to be revived. So who I'm gonna need for the big fight is Selma, Borman, and Pharaoh. I'm gonna tell you why once we get to that fight, but I want to make sure that Selma has the Twitch Shot and Borman has the Hog Rush. So he can actually use the Hog Rush now, but he can use the Stone Skin, so I just want him to upgrade everything he has. And then we have to look at Pharaoh. I've had some trouble with the game crashing when you try to switch enemies, so we're gonna switch your players, so we're gonna hope that it's gonna be fine. So let me switch on Pharaoh. Okay, it's fine now. And you gotta make sure that the Gunslinger ability is recharged. So it's currently recharged, so we don't have to worry about it, but we'll give her the crossbow. But you gotta make sure of that. So next up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill this butcher that's moving back and forth here. Just follow him up until you find him, then you can shoot him. So now you only need 2 people if you have upgraded your weapons with the artifact upgrade. Otherwise, use all of your 3 people to shoot him up silently and kill him.
What do you think about it?
Then we're gonna use Borman. We don't have Dux here because we don't need him at the moment, and mostly because all of his... Actually, his Skull Splitter ability is not recharged, but that's okay. We're not gonna need his Skull Splitter anyway. However, it's a good point since you don't actually need to recharge Pharaoh, we're gonna use a Dax for these following fights. Next up, you're gonna be fighting a Medbot, so let me make sure that I switch Pharaoh back to Dax. Just give her some random weapon. And we're gonna make sure Dax gets his crossbow back, that we're gonna kill some enemies with him so that he can get recharge back the Scotsword. And we're gonna need the circuit breaker. So for this one, you're gonna need either Dax or Pharaoh. As I explained, I'm using Dax. And we're gonna follow this Medbot. You're gonna make sure that there's another Marauder up there, that you're not attacking him when the Marauder's too close, but he isn't too close at the moment. We're gonna place Bormin here. See, he's over there. And shoot from here. Actually, we shouldn't shoot just yet in case the circuit breaker isn't gonna work. And we're gonna need to hog rush him. But first up, let's try to use the circuit breaker. You can as always use EMP grenades if you want. Okay, now Bormin's gonna shoot him. And then finally Salt. That's why we're killing the hunter on top of the stairs first, so that we can recharge all the abilities that we needed for that fight. Okay, he cannot do anything, so we can just continue shooting. Reload. Shoot again. We don't really care about the circuit breaker ability for this one, so we don't need Dax to like revive that. Let me call everybody else and we're gonna attack the hunter here. Still far enough from everybody else so we can just attack him here. So let's move Dax as close as we can and just shoot. Again, I only need 2 people for this, but if you haven't upgraded your weapons, just use all 3, that's fine.
What do you think about that, huh?
I'm gonna move Bormin to here, for example, and shoot up. Nice.
Enough. Oh
Oh.
man, you are the shit.
We have killed all the enemies around here, so next up we're gonna go back to those 3 people, and I'm gonna prep my people and then I'm gonna tell you about how we're gonna defeat it. Okay, so first you gotta place your people. We're gonna place Selma over there, Pharaoh right next to her, and then we're gonna move Bormin down here, behind this wall. Might need to take it a few tries, but it should work. You just gotta move as close to this red thingy as it is, and then it's gonna show the hide thingy. Yeah. Okay, try again. No. So you can hide there. Then you're gonna ambush them. Now you're gonna need to hog rush somebody, and that's most likely gonna be the shaman, but it depends on the crit chance of our guys who's up here. And then we are gonna use Pharaoh and Selma to kill the pyro, and Bormin and Pharaoh to kill the hunter. So let me show you if we're gonna attack. So first of all, let's look. We're gonna have to switch the weapon to the boomstick because this has 3 ammo and you need to have the ammo for this. And we're gonna look at how the gunslinger would look. So we can see that he has a 100% shot on the pyro, but only 50% shot on the other guys. However, she has a 90% chance of a crit chance. So if she can shoot the other guys, she will do with a crit chance, which is most likely because it's 90%, she will be able to do 15 damage to them. So let's start with Pharaoh.
I'm the hero. You're the zip. Too easy.
Nice, and because we managed to hit everyone, we got a critical hit on everyone. Next up, what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at what kind of weapon Bormin has, and you gotta make sure that he has a weapon with a damage of at least 9. That's why we gave him the other boomstick. So what he can do is he can kill either one of these guys. Now then you're gonna look at Selma and you're gonna look at what she can do. Now as you can see, her weapon is only doing a damage of 8. That's why we have the twitch shot. So she can kill one of them again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hog rush. We're gonna see on whom she has the best chance. This is the pyro. So she's gonna twitch shot the pyro. It's gonna make sure that she'll kill him. And then we're gonna hog rush the shaman with Bormin and kill the hunter with him. So first we're gonna use the Selma for the twitch shot. Nice.
You did it, kid.
Then we're gonna use run and gun on Bormin and hog rush on the... Actually, normally I wanted to hog rush the shaman, because we killed the pyro a little bit too soon. We would run too far and we don't want that to happen, so we're gonna hog rush the hunter and then kill the shaman from here. Okay, so we knocked out the hunter, and then we can kill the shaman with a 75% shot. He's dead.
Sleep it up.
And during the next turn, you can just kill the hunter with Bormin, one simple shot. Nice. So this is how you do it. The important thing is, first of all, you gotta make sure that Pharaoh has all the stuff that increases her crit chance, because the 90% crit chance is so important for this one. So she needs to have the Kiss Me Quick Head, the Fertility Crown, and she needs to have the Silent Assassin, and she needs to have a weapon that does a very high crit chance damage, which is the Boomstick, which does 15 damage in a crit chance. So we're going to use her. Then you want to make sure that Bormin Hog Rushes either the Hunter or the Shaman, depending whether you already killed the Pyre or not, and kills the other one, because his weapon does a damage of 9, which is just what you need. And then Selma can kill the Pyro with her Twitch Shot, because her weapon isn't that good. There's some alternative ways that you could do this. Now I wanted to show you one of the alternative strategies, but every single time I tried to switch one of my people for Magnus, the game crashed. So let me just quickly tell you with words how it's done. Okay, so you're gonna need Bormin, Magnus, and Selma, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna use Magnus to puppeteer the Shaman, so he will be on your side. Then you're gonna shoot the Pyro with the Shaman for 7, so the Pyro is gonna have an HP of 17. Then you need to make sure that you give Selma a weapon that is at least 9 damage, and then you're gonna use a Twitch Shot on the Pyro, which means at this point the Pyro will be dead. Magnus and Selma already had their turn, Shaman is on your side, and Bormin will have a turn. At this point you have two choices. You can either shoot the Hunter with Bormin and do nothing else. The Hunter will most likely attack the Shaman because he's the closest enemy, which is great for you because the Shaman will get some damage. If you don't want to do that, you can alternatively use Bormin to Hog Rush the Hunter, or use Stone Skin and move him in the middle so that the Hunter will either attack the Shaman or the Bormin with his Stone Skin, so he will not get hurt. Then you want to get rid of the Hunter, and at the point where the Shaman will switch back to being your enemy, you're going to kill him off with, for example, Bormin's Twitch Shot, or with Bormin's Twitch Shot and just regular shot from Magnus and Selma. And I prefer it this way because I think it's really cool, and I love the gunslinger abilities. So, but you can use that as well if you'd like. Okay, so I'll see you in the next area. Bye bye.